Welcome to the weekly press briefing of the Kosovo Specialist Chambers, where we aim to provide journalists with an update on the latest developments at the court and the opportunity to ask questions. In the trial of Hashim Thaçi, Bashkim Smakaj, Isni Kilaj, Fadil Fazliu, and Hayreddin Kuçi on the alleged influencing of witnesses, hearings provisionally scheduled for the 24th and 28th of April have been canceled. The defense requested that the testimony of all of its witnesses be received by the single trial judge in written form, rather than calling them to testify in person during trial hearings. The single trial judge has now granted this request in respect of 5 of the 7 witnesses on the defense's list, thus leading to the cancellation of trial hearings. A decision remains pending in respect of the remaining 2 defense witnesses, which will be decided in due course. In the same case, the trial judge ordered the parties to file written submissions by the 22nd of April on several matters relevant to determining the schedule for the remainder of the trial. The judge set a tentative target date of 5th of May for the defense teams to file notifications on the closure of their respective cases. Once the trial judge receives the parties' submissions, he will decide on the schedule for the remainder of the case. In the trial of Hashim Thaçi, Kadri Veseli, Recep Salimi, and Jakub Krasniqi, the trial panel on the 17th of April granted a request by victims' counsel to allow 2 close relatives of a deceased victim to resume the victim's participation in the proceedings. As a result, the total number of participating victims in this case has increased to 156. In the same case, earlier decisions connected with the detention of the accused were made public, including the trial panel's 16th of March 2026 decision to extend the detention of Recep Salimi. In this decision, the judges found that the risks that the accused may obstruct the progress of the proceedings or commit further offenses continue to exist, pointing out that the risk of interference also includes any attempt to retaliate against witnesses who have testified or to incentivize a witness to recant. 2 other decisions recently made public from 4th of July 2025 and 19th of March 2026 effectively relax measures imposed by the trial panel on visits to 3 detainees. As a reminder, in December 2023, the trial panel imposed certain measures in relation to non-privileged personal visits to Mr. Thaçi, Mr. Veseli, and Mr. Salimi. The trial panel did so after evidence provided by the SPO appeared to show that the detainees were revealing confidential information from the proceedings to their visitors, and that the ordinary conditions of detention were insufficient to mitigate the risk of detainees engaging in conduct that could interfere with the proceedings or present a risk to the safety and security of witnesses. The additional measures which were introduced in December 2023 included active monitoring of personal visits for these 3 accused. Such monitoring did not apply to confidential meetings between defendants and their lawyers, or to private visits with spouses and children. These meetings have always taken place without monitoring. These measures also did not apply to other detainees. In their 4th of July 2025 decision, the trial panel lifted some of these measures pertaining to Mr. Thaçi, Mr. Veseli, and Mr. Salimi, for example, lifting the 1 visitor restriction on video visits with close family. In their 19th March decision, the trial panel further relaxed some measures for all 3 accused, while rejecting a request by the Salimi defense to rescind the remaining contact restrictions in respect of Recep Salimi. Regarding the relaxation of measures, the trial panel in their March decision increased the number of authorized, non-privileged in-person visits from 5 to 6 per month, and agreed with changes envisaged by the registrar that will give the opportunity to the 3 accused to request 2 additional video visits with close relatives per month and 1 additional private visit with spouses and children per month. In their decision, the judges expressed the view that the modified detention conditions, quote, "do not interfere impermissibly with the right of the three accused to respect for their family life." And they noted that, quote, "the modified detention conditions set out in the present decision in some respects align with or provide for additional visitation rights compared to the detention regulations." The system in place in the detention unit ensures that every detainee is provided with reasonable means of maintaining personal relationships, including daily contact with family and friends through telephone calls and correspondence, in addition to in-person and video visits.